Hey guys, it's me again. As I was writing the script for the second part, this video that you're watching right now, I discovered a mistake I made in the first part, which I will call out right now. In my last video I told you that Roger Calioris had decided 4 different factors which determined why a game is fun. And I noticed that I made a mistake. This mistake that strategy was not a part of the 4 category, but mimic was a part, meaning you could deceive your opponent by bluffing or lying, meaning you could swap your Pokemon in a fight to assure that you don't get a super effective move, while your opponent think that you stay with this Pokemon that you're having right now. Phew, I'm actually quite glad that I got this over with. So, anyways, today we are here to talk about emotion, something I don't have. So, let's roll the intro and let's do this shiz. Because I love to talk, let's talk about some scientists. To be more specific, about Charles Darwin. You know this guy. The guy who studied a lot of animal shit and maybe a little bit about animal evolution and evolution itself. But you probably know him as the guy who banged his cousin. But anyways, during his long discovery journey, he saw a lot of different life forms, creatures of different sizes, different looks and different lifestyles. But even though they were so different, they could all feel emotions. But they didn't learn to feel emotion just to explain why they don't like a pair of shoes. But they wanted to communicate surviving factors like, is this food eatable? Is it safe here? Is danger in the near? Is the one before me trustworthy? You know, typical stuff. But to communicate these information, they used one of these many base emotions: anger, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness and surprise. If you don't remember these kinds of base emotion, just remember the cast of the movie Inside Out and just imagine they had a half-blooded brother called Surprise. But let's return. As a game designer, such things are important to consider when they are designing certain part of a game, because you want the player to experience the right emotion. Like when you get stabbed by the imposter in Among Us, you don't feel happy, you feel betrayed. But wait, isn't feeling an emotion like betrayal not a bad thing? And how can these emotions even help us create the perfect game experience? Well, the simple answer is that even though emotions like betrayal are in our common life not the best feeling in the world, in a game they bring joy and fun into the game. But how can it be? Well, now we come to the complicated answer. Because I don't want to explain it complicated, let's make an example. Emotions are one of the many fundamental elements of a game. And making a game is like cooking. Gameplay, graphic, art style, music and some other shiz are just one of the many ingredients that are needed for the perfect dish. Every one of those certain factors have different properties that make them special and make sure they got this divine feel to it. But in the end, it isn't about filling your belly with delicious food. It is about making an experience. And this is where the wine comes into place. The decoration of the dinner. If you're asking, the wine stands for the emotion. And we need the wine, aka the emotion, to round up the experience of the game, to make us really appreciating the dinner we just experienced. For some, it is too much wine, and some others want more wine. Because in the end, every person is different. But the people who create these games know who their targets are. People that make role-playing games target people who want to experience a new world. A world full of magical things, of incredible things, of feeling powerful, of meeting incredible people and experiencing an amazing story. They want to feel like a kid again, to explore a big wide world, a world they don't know. They want that every small moment is full of wonders, full of life and full of fantasy. So the creators know what to do to make us happy, or the picture of who we are happy, because even then in this certain group everyone is different. Like, we can play, I don't know, 10 hours of Dark Souls and not be frustrated, and some other guy just only needs to play 5 minutes and be frustrated because he can't get over the first boss. Phew, that was a long answer. Anyways, let's go to the second question. And beware, because this will also be a long answer. After realizing that creating a game is like cooking and emotions are the certain decorations, we can assume that emotions are like tools. And you would be correct. Jürgen Fritz explained that he only needed 11 of these basic emotions to make a perfect gaming experience. Later, Martin Lebrun said fuck to the number 11 and said I only need 8 base emotions, and made, with the help of the 8 emotion, the 8 types of fun. And with this, he could summon and control emotions. The first emotion is challenge. So, let's make an example with the Pokemon Nuzlock challenge. You start your Pokemon Nuzlock run with the worst possible Pokemon, a Magikarp, and you face against a Dialga. It seems impossible, but your fish got an OP attacks. Even though they are weak, you know if he becomes stronger, you can beat this game. And you not only got a powerful fish, you got the powerful fish, a bloody Gyarados. But only if you overcome the first challenge, because you know you can do this. And because you know that you can do this, it becomes a fun challenge. If you know, or if you think you can't do this, it is not fun, but frustrating. Sensation. Normally, we as human beings take sensation with the help of our 5 senses. But in video games, we are only restricted with only 2 senses, visual and audio. And we all know Pokemon got great visuals and even better music, especially in the 2D era. Fellowship. By that I don't mean start a fellowship to destroy the One Ring, but I mean just try to revive your inner child and create a group, a clan or a guild where all of you spend your time and tell together tales about your achievement, like how you be a Reshiram with Wonder Guard with only a Magikarp, submission. And I don't mean the 50 Shades of Grey shit, but in the way of a gambling addict who is addicted to coincidence, something they don't have any control over, have no experience, but they don't care because they are waiting for the jackpot. And the same can be seen in Pokemon, because we are all bitches to coincidence. We don't know what awaits us in the grass, what our next Pokemon will be in our team, and it even becomes way more of a coincidence when we randomize this game. So we are becoming the bitch of coincidence, and we like it. Fantasy. Sometimes we want to flee from our normal lives. We want to be someone different. Someone who can catch a god with a single Pokeball. Who can control a monster who will die for you. And where you can get some great bitches. And I assure you, as a Nuzlock player myself, they can achieve this. Except for the mad bitches part. But you get my drift. Discover. Well, discovering will not be a main point in a Nuzlock run, because you already have discovered everything in Pokemon. But for other games, it is important to have this feeling of discovery, like finding around every edge a new thing, a new character, a new addition to the story, a new object, and a new point of the history of the world. This will make your player feel really satisfied when they find these sort of things. Expression. In games where you can express your own thoughts, wishes and dreams by designing your dream car or designing your dream cities, this expression is the real reason why someone is having fun. And even in Pokemon Nuzlock runs, you can express yourself by creating your own Pokemon Nuzlock story, like how a team of mischiefs became the champion. And the last point is narration. Because you already know the story of your favorite Pokemon game and know that this is nothing special, you can get a lot from it. But either way, a good story can sell a game because you become a part of this story. You control the story. And even in some other games, you can even decide how the story ends with the help of multiple choices. In Pokemon, this is not the case. But once again, like I said in the expression, you can make your own Pokemon story in your own mind. So maybe try this. When you make a YouTube video, you make a narration of. And that was it. Those are the main tools. The 8 tools. I'm sorry that this video is now over, but be happy that I will plan out a part 3 for this video. And when all of this is over, I will make it so that all these videos are put together and are one mega video. So be excited for that. And before that, I wish you all a bloody good day and I believe in you. So start believing in yourself. Goodbye.